Okay, so this is just a quick video to show you Swamp's new remote execution feature that we're about to ship. So what we've done is made it so you can have Swamp workers that connect up to the Swamp serve, and then you can have workflows that dispatch to those workers, and everything they need sort of comes along for the ride automatically. And the only place where you have to configure the data store or those sorts of things is the server. So it'll basically have a bidirectional protocol that allows it to ask for data from the Swamp serve and then bring it over to the worker so the worker can do its work. So let's see. So first thing we can do is look at like the workers. So we can say Swamp worker list. Here I've got a few different ones attached. This one, DO slow 1, that's running in DigitalOcean. The others are all running on my box here. There's a couple of labels, just fast and slow. I was just using them arbitrarily for labels. So then what we can do is dispatch some work across those guys. So we'll run a workflow. And we'll, in this case, this is a workflow that does C compiling. So it basically does a distributed compile. So what you have in the source directory here is a couple of files, so A, B, and C.C. And then what you would do to compile them, right, is you would run GCC across all of them, which produces the object files. Then you would link them together in the end to build one final program. So what I'm going to do is run a Swamp workflow that does exactly that. So it starts by ingesting the source files. So it looks at the source files, finds out which ones it needs, stores them in the Swamp. Then the subsequent jobs ask for the data from the data store. They read that in, then they compile it. Then in the final step, it will compile everything on the DigitalOcean node and then bring it down to my local Swamp so that I can get the results. So it'll be workflow run. So there it goes, compiling. You can see that like the server dispatched to my two locals. And then it dispatched up to the cloud, got back the actual data. So here's the final output of the link command that actually ran in DigitalOcean. So then we can say, hey, give me this, but we don't want the content because it's a binary file. But we do want this path, because what we'll do is copy it. Ta-da! We did a distributed compile with Swamp using the CPU of a bunch of remote systems. This works to ship extensions automatically to the other side. So we're going to build extensions that handle things like automatically setting up workers in different environments like Docker or Firecracker or DigitalOcean or EC2 or Azure or GCP or whatever sandbox provider you want. And then we'll also have some more extensions for doing things like grabbing a bunch of data off of a place you've dispatched and then storing that in the Swamp and then pushing that over, using it to coordinate with the workers to make sure that they have the context they need to run whatever work they need to do. So yeah, there you go. Remote workers coming soon to a Swamp near you.